How is everyone doing with the Oakwynd launched? I did not get to get there on the start of the server launch. I just started playing, I think, yesterday, and I realized that I wasn't gonna have a lot of time to play down in my office area where my 15 box is. So what I did is I went upstairs to the apartment and I set up an entirely new 7 box. So now technically I have a total of 22 clients that can box Everquest. While setting this up, I do own both Multiplicity and Synergy because both of them suck equally in different aspects. I ran into pretty much every problem you can have, and most of it has to deal with the mouse. Sometimes you hold right click and hard to do the vertical axis on a secondary computer, so it's kind of bouncing up and down. That was annoying as hell. Other times, if you're moving the mouse on a secondary computer, your main computer that actually has the mouse attached to it will sit there and spin in circles or move as if you were moving it at the same time. That was something recent that I guess happened with a 64-bit client. And yet other times you'll try to click left click, especially on the server select screen, and you can't actually click on any of the servers or click play Everquest. There are like an infinite amount of solutions to this, from like X mouse controls to other kinds of hacks and stuff like that, but the big thing is that the main companies for Multiplicity and Synergy don't actually care about the few Everquest users that are using it in that fashion. So I'm guessing they don't have these problems on like the big view, and it's probably just maybe 100 people in that play Everquest with these. Could be more, I don't know, because I got to take into consideration people that play in the live servers too. But see, when you get to the live servers, you can actually just launch multiple clients off the same computer, so there's no TrueBox per se. So it probably is just the people on the TrueBox servers having these issues. I'm just gonna admit to you guys, like I tried to troubleshoot it, and I realized that I hadn't even gotten to play the game yet, and it was just taking up too much time. Like if I set aside 2 hours to log in and level or play, I was just pissed off at the mouse issues. So I caved and I bought 10-pack of mice. Now, if you don't know, having an actual mouse plugged into your mini PC or your other PCs that are the secondary computers for Multiplicity or Synergy pretty much fixes all the issues. So what I did is I bought some mice. They're like $3 and something per, got a 10-pack, and I'm just gonna plug them up and let them sit on top of the mini PC and call it a day. Came to the realization that if we're gonna spend, $150, $200 on a mini PC, we're actually gonna pay $15 a month or however you do it with the chronos to play and all the other equipment and time that I put into playing Everquest on the TrueBox TLP servers and making this multi-boxing thing work. Whether you're on Multiplicity or Synergy, I just realized that with all that time and money that we've already spent into it, and sure as hell get a 10-pack of mice for like $36. And there's no reason to sit around troubleshooting any of the issues. Just go ahead and spend that little bit of extra money and call it a complimentary mouse for every computer that I add to the situation. So now that that's solved, onto the Oakwynd, I did start playing. As I said, I spent most of the time I had playing trying to get a barbarian, shaman, and warrior over to Kanos, trying to avoid the vengeful lyricist. I just kind of grinded my way, grinded my way, and eventually I made it all the way to Blackborough. And because Blackborough is so popular at this launch, it was easy to get through that. Went to Kanos Hills and met up with 5 other characters. I'm actually putting 7 characters in a 6-box rotation. I'm not sure how that's really going to work when I get to porting later. I'm going to have to probably make double trips. So it's likely that I might drop one of the characters until I'm maxed out. But I went with a warrior, shaman, druid, bard, cleric, and then 2 monks. And like I said, a lot of those characters are redundant. I like to bring a druid with on the first go through so that I can power level later and so that I can port. It's likely because I sometimes prefer having buffs and group control that I leave a monk out more often than I should. And I'm also kind of disappointed that I don't have an enchanter, so I think that's going to be coming along the line. I honestly don't know how I'm going to keep the boxing down to like 7-6 characters. It's very likely that I set up a 12 box upstairs just because I like to have all the different characters and running 2 groups at a time, because then you can have your shaman in one group and your enchanter in the other group, and they're kind of doing the same functions. And same with the DPS, heals, and tanks. We'll see how that goes. I'm like level 5 right now and I have no money, no platinum for spells, and it just takes forever to get back to the city to get spells. I see there's some people already level 50. And people are buying chronos for plats, so I may not buy gear yet, but I'm trying really hard to farm up enough money so that I can get enough platinum to buy at least spells. If that doesn't happen, I could see myself selling a chrono for platinum, and I know that's like not the Everquest way, but seriously, it's such a time sink to farm just to get my spells already without gear, and everybody's pretty much naked. It just looks like a private nightclub party where they're having orgies and stuff like that. Just like straight nudist colony is what my characters look like right now. Let me know what you're doing on Oakwynd if you decided to play, where you're at, how many characters you're playing, any experiences you got from the game, any advice for me starting over and trying not to spend my chrono on anything other than playtime. Places to go, places to level. Some place I could take a 6-box would be nice. I am in Kanos Hills right now, like right outside Blackboro. I plan to go into Blackboro and level to like 10, 11, 12, and then maybe I'll shift locations from there. So any advice is definitely welcome. And once again, thanks for watching. We got P99, we got TLP, we got private servers and tests that's free. Some of us pay, some of us don't, some of us play, some of us won't. Did you just break my mess? Did you just train me? Did you just miss a healing? Are you gonna rest me? And please I need a sow, and please I need a rest. Please I need that sword, I'll take what you got.